The Raw Superstar's performance last week at a WWE live event was so unsatisfactory that fans booed Maxine Duprat. This started a debate on the internet, and numerous stars from different promotions scolded the fans for being so harsh. The event was discussed by Dutch Mantell, a former WWE manager. He argued that the fans had the right to express their unhappiness since they had paid for the ticket. As for Mantell's stance on Ripley's remark, he stated that he was on the fence about it. But he thought the Women's World Champion had a weak case. In a recent episode of Dutch Mantell's Story Time, the former booker discussed the matter in great depth. Ms. Ripley has my agreement and my disagreement. A ticket costs money to the fan. Their expectation is that it will be similar to previous WWE performances. Maxine Duprat's performance clearly fell well short of their expectations, even though it should have been quite close. Indeed, that makes them fans. They have the right to express themselves freely and decide for themselves whether or not to continue viewing WWE or purchasing tickets to their live events. They are correct. According to Mantell, who spoke between 1:08 and 2:07, Rhea remarked that people should try to see the situation from their perspective. However, the fans do not do this, and their criticisms are quite justified. Questioning Dutch Mantell on the role of WWE fans. Fans have been known to boo even the company's top stars for reasons unrelated to the plot on multiple occasions. The jeers can be relentless and carry over into subsequent shows, creating an extremely hostile atmosphere for the wrestlers. But Mantell is leaning toward standing up for the fans' rights here. He went on to say that the audience had every right to voice their dissatisfaction with the show since they had already paid to attend. But Mantell did say that Rhoda should be recognized for standing up for a friend. Fans of the sport of wrestling tend to be overly critical of wrestlers and fail to understand the hardships they endure. Was this, in your opinion, one of those cases? Is Dutch Mantell right? Post a comment and tell us. Controversy arises among WWE veterans over Rhea Ripley's bold statements. Disagreement is as commonplace as a suplex or body smash in the professional wrestling industry. But senior wrestlers in the industry have been critiquing Rhea Ripley's latest comments like wildfire. Ripley has always been fearless in expressing her thoughts and feelings, which has earned her a reputation for her toughness and skill in the ring. She may have crossed the line with her most recent remarks, though. It all began during an interview that took place behind the scenes at a recent WWE event. In light of her meteoric climb through the ranks and spectacular performances, Ripley was asked for her thoughts on the present status of the WWE roster and her position within it. Many were taken aback by the subsequent frank and unvarnished reaction. They have the right to express themselves freely, Ripley stated, her voice betraying her determined nature. However, I feel confident in saying that I am the top wrestler in this organization. That much is obvious to me. I don't need affirmation from anybody else. No one can convince me otherwise. I've worked my tail off to achieve this point. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike flocked to social media to express their opinions on the uproar that erupted from Ripley's audacious comment. A number of people praised Ripley for her boldness and defiance of conventional wrestling protocol. But there were many who were eager to criticize her, seeing in her what they saw as haughtiness and callousness toward the veterans who had helped her achieve her achievements. Responding to a question on Ripley's remarks, one anonymous WWE veteran wasted no time getting to the point. It's one thing to be confident in your abilities, but it's another thing entirely to disregard the contributions of those who came before you, according to them. Rhea has a lot of talent, there's no denying that. But she could stand to show a little more humility and respect for the legends who paved the way for her. Ripley, though, is unwavering in her conviction that she needs no one's approval but herself. I didn't achieve my current level of success by conforming to societal expectations or groveling to the established order, she stated in a subsequent interview. Being totally authentic and putting in more time than anybody else in the locker room helped me get here. I don't care if that makes some people mad. My goal is not to make friends, but to excel. The reaction that Ripley has received from certain segments of the wrestling world has not stopped his star from rising within the WWE. Her reputation as one of the most fascinating and innovative artists working today is solidified with every stunning performance. No one can deny that Ripley is a formidable opponent in the ring, despite the fact that her outspoken personality may cause some friction. Ripley seems unconcerned by the criticism leveled by the veterans. "They are free to say anything they want," she said again. "However, my performance in the ring will ultimately determine my fate. And if it isn't satisfactory, they are free to continue conversing. Not a single thing will be altered by it." Controversy has long been a part of the professional wrestling industry. At the eye of the maelstrom, though, is Rhea Ripley, and the WWE has never encountered anyone quite like her. Whether you like her or not, Ripley is an intimidating presence in and out of the ring.